Hello everyone, how are you today? I am Gabriele, welcome to my channel. So today is about going on land again to avoid dangerous Deinosuchuses. They have been following me for a while. I don't know if they are playing in groups with these two carners, but if they are, well, I'm gonna get one of them at least. Okay, now they just decided to write in chat this Deinosuchus, that the one I had my camera on before, the one over there. It seems like he is friendly. Then I can go after these Tricarnes. No, the guy didn't write in chat. I thought it was kind of a danger to me because he's been following me for a while, along with another Deinosuchus over there. No, I don't know their business, but because I do not know their business, that's why I am moving from this area. This is central. Some of you may know it. This is central. If you don't know it, please come by here and check the central river in the map. It's the spawning where you spawn as a Deinosuchus. You can choose central and you will spawn here, very likely. Now, because this area I do not like so much, and I do not want to get in a fight with another Dino just yet. I mean, I'm not feeling like that aggressive yet. Maybe later, we'll see, not now. Plus, the area has plenty of other players. It's very risky for me to stay there, so I'm going to do something else, something even more risky. I will do a challenge. From this spot, from Central River, I will reach Eastern River. Now I just need to go east. Not biggie, you say? Yes, not biggie, that is true. I will alternate my running speed to my trotting speed, always keeping the east heading. I have about 20 minutes before my thirst depletes, and afterwards I will start getting some gore damage. I just need to follow that direction, nothing else. Now, those players that were following me, those I think very hungry Deinosuchus players that didn't write in chat, maybe by now they must be a little bit puzzled, like what the heck is that player doing? It's like a death sentence, kinda is, but I'd rather die because of a terrestrial than because of a Deinosuchus again and again and again. Cannibalism, unfortunately, it's something that is very real in the Deinosuchus players' world, because they usually stay at one spot, and if you stay at one spot without moving, well, there is no much chances you will get any terrestrial, because they will sniff the air above the river and there is a yellow scent, so that's a big warning sign. Stay off the river, or you don't find any fish because it depletes that fast. Now, lucky me, it is dawning, so the video quality will get better and better. It started at night, very late at night, and now it's dawning. The sun is rising on the east. That's pretty nice. I just need to keep going on this way. Look at this beautiful beast. It's a beautiful and majestic beast. Just, it's not aquatic anymore. At the other walk, yeah, no, this majestic walk. This is like the not Z walk, not the crouch walk. This is more the I am here walk. I just need to follow the sun. The sun rises on the east and sets on the west. So if I keep my heading, like if I follow the sun where it's rising, that's east. Simple, easy peasy. And hopefully by the time I am not completely thirsty, very thirsty, I will reach Eastern River and I can drink over there. That's gonna be my sip of victory. That's gonna be pretty cool, right? Yes, it is. I'm not gonna do anything like roaring, like broadcasting, because I don't want any other players know my position. I mean, well, any other players. That car over there must have seen me going this direction. That's pretty. That player is saying, what is that Deinosuchus player doing? I'm going east. Hello to you there as well. They are very fast, so they can reach my position very quickly. I am just very, very slow, very slow. I just need to keep following the sun. I will sprint from time to time, because by doing so I will reach the Eastern River faster. So as soon as my stamina, I'm lagging quite a lot. As soon as my stamina is like 1/3 depleted or even half depleted, I just stop running and I keep on walking, always eastwards, keeping sniffing the air just for extra safety. Yes, I am going east, I just need to follow the sun, that's nothing else. Now, about Deinosuchus. Deinosuchus is about 8 tons. Oh, I cannot press the insert button. If I press the insert button, I go on the user interface and I cannot walk, I cannot go in the direction I want. And I want to reach Eastern River as fast as possible. After 20 minutes, I will start getting some damage because of gore, because of thirst, because I will be in no condition to find any water. If I am in no condition of finding any water nearby, I just die. That's why I need to reach Eastern River as quick as possible. It's kind of a challenge, maybe dumb challenge. I've done it before. I've been quite lucky. I mean, sometimes you need luck. Look at this beast. I mean, 8 tons. It weighs 8 tons, 8,000 kilograms. Oh, yeah. I need to be careful not to take any full damage, because with this weight, any full damage I take can be quite harsh on my playable, so I need to be careful about that. But 500 newtons bite force. The damage I inflict is about 500 newton, which is quite a lot. Oh, I can hear. Is that a Stegosaurus, or was it? I was talking, so I didn't pay very much attention to the sound. I think it was. No, it must have been a Deinosuchus. Another Deinosuchus. Now, the one over there, you're asking yourself, that river that is just north is where the canyon is. I don't want to go to the canyon right now. It's shallow water. It's maybe safer for me, or maybe not. I mean, the canyon in itself is more of a hot spot than the prairie at the moment. In the prairie, you can find mainly Carnotauruses, and Carnotauruses, to be honest, it's a meh fight. What I fear the most is Utahraptors because of their maneuverability. And yes, Stegosaurus as well. That's what I fear the most. In case I find one Stegosaurus, just one aggressive Stegosaurus, I will tank the Stegosaurus down. If I do 1 versus 1, Stego versus Deino, I will win the fight if the Stego player doesn't run away. That is, or if the Stego player doesn't move and decides to play correctly. If it's a good player, I will certainly die, but it's a risk I have to take. Otherwise, what kind of challenge this would be? I mean, very likely I escaped some, maybe certain death from other Deinosuchus jaws. I mean, cannibalism is a thing that happens very often. I am not immune to do cannibalism. I am guilty as well of that, because sometimes I play badly, I play poorly, I stay in one zone with other players, lots of other players, and well, if there is no food, you gotta eat something. And the next best thing is the Deinosuchus next to you, if there is no other terrestrial around. So Deinosuchus, in my opinion, is a solo player, maximum 2 players together. Even though the group system as well is telling you so. I mean, 2 players are allowed to group in a Deinosuchus group. If you're playing Stegosaurus instead, I think it's about 4 or 5 Stegosaurus together. I think it's 4. Well, Stegosaurus is more of a group play style, of a group gameplay. Instead, Deinosuchus, because of its nature as an ambush predator, it's best played, in my opinion. This is just my opinion in here, and many of you can argue that. I would understand. Is to be played solo to better ambush terrestrials. That's how I play it, ambush terrestrials. I just stay quiet, I wait for a long time, and as soon as I see some poor terrestrials coming to drink in my zone, I just run over to them and I lunge at them to afterwards drown them in water. That's how my gameplay is with Deinosuchus, and that's how I like it. That's why I like it the most. Because of the lunge, because of the waiting, because of many things. Okay, I need to sniff the air just in case. Okay, some players might have been growing Stegosaurus somewhere there. Over there, do you see the north heading? Over there. That can be a good spot to grow Stegosaurus. Hopefully I don't find any big one around here, because please not, if I find any big stego, I'm already in danger, and I want to make it to the Eastern River safe and sound. This is not safe gameplay, by the way, not at all, but if you were to choose either to be cannibalized by a group of 2 Deinosuchuses or crossing immediately from Central to the Eastern River, would you do that, or would you engage in a fight with 2 Deinos? Same size as you, so the likelihood of your death is much more than actually crossing the prairie, which is kinda hard. It's kinda deadly as well if you are not careful enough. Look at all of these animations. I mean, I'm going stealth, that's why I'm not doing the boss walk. This is the boss walk. I mean, there is no need for me to go stealth here. I bet there is no need at all. I mean, why would I go stealth? Why would I go stealth? There is no reason for me to go stealth. I just need to keep the eastward heading over there. That mountain is those hills, those peaks over there on the left hand side, the fist I call it, because it seems like a fist. The one over there, yeah, the one behind my Deinosuchus back. Yeah, the one over there is close by to the cave, waterfall cave at Central, kinda nearby there. So I know that's westward, and this is eastward. If you already know the map a little bit, you can also go eastward or westward or north or south without checking your sniffing set. But I just do it just for extra safety, for extra precautions. You're never too safe, too sure to do something, to go the right heading unless you sniff the air, so you know for sure you're heading. If you don't sniff the air, it's kind of risky, but if you know the map well, there is actually no need to sniff the air if you have certain reference points in the map in your mind already. That's how I play it sometimes. Plus, because if you sniff the air, you would give out your position by other players around. Well, there is no other players around, or if they are not brave enough to face a big Dino, 100% grown Deinosuchus, which is this big boy. Look at that, 500 newtons, by the way. If I got bitten by another Deinosuchus on the neck, which is now a weak spot for Dino, I would get a damage multiplier. So the 500 Newton damage that I receive, they will come with an extra gift, with an extra, I don't know how much the damage multiplier is, but let's say it is by 2. Then I would get not 500 Newton damage, but 1000 Newton damage on my Deinosuchus, which is kind of a lot. That's why when I was chased before this early morning in-game by a couple of Dinos, I've decided, well, at least I was, everybody in chat was saying, we are starting to get hungry. Who are we going to chase? Who are we going to eat? Well, that was my cue for staying alert, and as soon as I saw a couple of Dinos that were, well, suspicious to me, they didn't say anything in chat, they followed me every single movement I did, well, that was my cue to leave. Even though one of them might have been friendly, but I'm not totally sure, so if you're not sure if someone is friendly or not, just avoid them, because it might be a death sentence for your playable in-game, and you will need to switch afterwards. That's why I have managed to survive quite a long time with these Deinosuchus. It's actually, I've been survived a long time. If I have to face 1 versus 1 Dino, I will do it. 2 Dino versus 1, I'm gonna think again about that, because I wanna survive. I mean, if it's a 1 versus 1 fight, why not? The other player has the same chances as me to die, so it's gonna be quite a fair fight. Fearsome fight, but fair fight. Okay, I need to go east. I need to go east, and my water is almost depleted, so I will sprint a little bit more. Please don't lag. If it's lagging or if I teleport, I will teleport backwards, so my stamina consumption will be doubled. I will sprint again. Eastward, that's east. That's east, that's where the sun is. Okay, sniffing there. I've depleted all of my stamina. I hope to make it. Sometimes it's harder to find water. Sometimes this kind of walk to cross prairie from central to east river, or from east to central river, can be hard depending on which bend of eastern river you're gonna catch or you're gonna depart from. So I bet this time I wasn't that lucky. I wasn't that lucky at all. But I will see. I will see. I mean, I keep going east, and well, this lag is not helping me because my thirst, I bet my thirst is depleting at the same speed, but my movements are not as effective as before because I leave tracks. That means that I have consumed that stamina if I were running. So that's kind of even that this kind of teleports or the sync issue is adding an extra challenge to this challenge of crossing from central to eastern river. I don't want to even stop to check my thirst percentage. I mean, if I do it, good. If I don't do it, I've tried at least. But can you see that? Can you see that? That flow of blue particles? That means the river is nearby. I made it. Well, I didn't make it yet. I need to be there to be sure. In order to be sure, I need to be there. Wow, man. I mean, second time I managed to do it, and this time with purpose. I mean, too many hungry Deinosuchus players at Central River, and the canyon was also filled with Utahraptors, and I've seen a couple of Tenontos. If there are Tenontos, there usually are Stegosauruses as well. So it wouldn't have been a good idea for my Dino to cross at the canyon at that time. Instead, I decided to do the most maybe silly thing that someone could do playing Deinosuchus: crossing the prairie. Crossing the prairie is not very healthy if you want to keep your playable. Above all, if your playable is a semi-aquatic like this big Dino. Oh, almost there. Now imagine I reach the waters and there is a couple of big hungry Dino, as big as me, but if there's two of them against me, well, it's gonna be good game. Gabriele, switch. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It means that it was due. It was due. Look at all of this animation. It's like the boss of the isle. It's a pseudo apex. It's pretty bad on land. Maybe not as bad as it should, or maybe it is. I don't know. But I survived. I survived. I mean, its speed, Deinosuchus speed on land is just terrible. Yes. And now this. Oh yes, that's how you wanna behave. That's how you wanna behave. Okay, almost done. Just to take some big full damage, because I don't think I want to go down below from up here, straight ahead. If I wouldn't mind to take an extra detour of a couple of minutes if that means I don't take any full damage. I mean, that would be okay for me. I think that would be okay. That would be okay. I'm curious, by the way, what kind of, or when the elder models will be playable. I mean, elders mean that we're gonna have a progression, a permanent perk, a permanent something that we get. If it's not a perk, it's gonna be something. Maybe not a perk balance wise. Let's say it's not gonna be any perk, maybe to preserve the balance, the in-game balance, but we're gonna get a permanent something for our playable. I wonder if elders will be implemented beforehand. I mean, even before the progression system is in game, just to give players a taste of the elder model, of playing an elder, and afterwards we will die of elder age, but we won't get any perk. It's just like it's okay, I have played enough, I wouldn't mind to switch dinosaur, and I would be glad not to switch dinosaur because I was in a fight. I want to pass away peacefully with the elder system. No perks given, no nothing given. It's like you choose to be elder from a certain diet. It's like a venomous diet if you're not getting any permanent perk afterwards or any permanent anything afterwards. But that's gonna be pretty okay in my opinion to play in the beginning before anything, just to have a taste. But this is just my opinion though. Might be many of you may not agree with that, and that's okay. That's okay. Well, we did it. This is Eastern River. I did it, and I reached Eastern River crossing the prairie, the meadows, from Central River to Eastern. It is possible. I mean, less than 20 minutes, I guess. So let's make a guttural sound of victory. Guttural sound of victory, and then. I want to be a little bit aggressive. Can I be a little bit aggressive? Yes! Well, thank you all so much for watching. Please consider subscribing my channel, like, share it with your friends, and have a great day. Bye bye.